We're in Quebec, Canada. I'm standing in front of the historic Chateau Frontenac Hotel. Join us tonight as we stay in the most photographed hotel in the world. So behind me, when you go to check in at this hotel, you have this big giant mural, and it's supposed to represent the ice on the St. Lawrence River. So you got lots of blues and golds, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
On continuing the theme of the St. Lawrence River, the ceiling is also blue, and it's, again, represent the river, but also to reflect a Nordic style of the blue being on the ceiling. And then the carpets evoke water currents. We have arrived at our room at the Chateau Frontenac. Let's go check it out. Come on. So, right inside of our room, we have this lovely sitting area with some cozy chairs, and this door right here, you may think it's a closet, but no, it's the bathroom. Some lovely rainfall shower head and nice tile, luxurious tile, etc. A hairdryer. Yeah, that's for the bathroom, pretty standard bathroom. Also, there is an actual closet over here. Very good size. It's where all of our belongings are at the moment. It's very deep. You could fit a lot of suitcases in there.
There's actually another closet in this room as well.
Where is it? Shh, it's a surprise. Now we can turn the corner. You get a beautiful city view out of this window here. We have a lovely little work space, desk, chair, a bench with drawers. And then we enter the bed area. We've got some huge side tables with drawers. And we have this, I really like this, what is this called?
Is it an armoire?
Cabinet? An armoire? I don't know. I really like this cabinet. And inside the cabinet is my favorite thing, which is the coffee maker. There's also some snacks in here that you can purchase. And then there's a beverage refrigerator, ice bucket, that kind of thing. And then on the other side of the bed, and oh, this side table's different than the other one. Oh, there's a safe in the drawer. That's nifty. Never seen that before. So you have your drawer safe, and then you have yet another closet right here. Also a good size. Goes around the corner. You could fit even more suitcases in here. And there's 2 luggage racks in there. So we were actually upgraded on this trip, and this is the Fairmont Gold City View room. It's very big, very cozy, very nice. But the last most important thing is, how is the bed? Let's find out. Oh, yeah. Very comfortable. A+.
The Chateau Frontenac was originally built in the late 1800s by the president of Canadian Pacific Railways. It has always been a hotel and has expanded over the years to include 610 rooms across 18 floors. The hotel offers amenities such as a full-service spa with 10 massage rooms, premium cosmetics from France and Switzerland, and a mani-pedi area. A huge indoor pool with hot tub that overlooks the city and also includes a steam bath and sauna. 3 restaurants, a trendy bar, and a 24-hour gym.
So around me is the 24-hour gym that has a bunch of different cardio machines, some weight lifts. So if you're wanting to get your fitness on at this hotel, This is a pretty well-stocked gym, and you can come in here at any hour of the day, and they have fresh towels. They got apples, apparently. They got heated towels for you to relax.
Can you tell that we don't work out very much?
I'm so swole. But they have yoga classes and aquatic classes too. Not just weightlifting and cardio. You can do a bunch of other things at this hotel.
And it's hard, it's nighttime right now, but there's a lot of windows in here that I'm sure offer an amazing view while you're working out. So on every floor of the chateau, they have this mail chute where you can put mail, and then I think it travels all the way down to the ground floor where it is picked up every day. They actually, when they were taking care of the mail chute a few years ago, found a postcard that had been stuck that was written by a soldier in World War II. And that actually inspired a Korean TV show called Goblin that I've never heard of. But they said that they tried to find the woman that the soldier was writing to and they couldn't find her. The postcard was asking her to wait for him till he came home from the war. We'll never know what happened to the couple.
The Chateau Frontenac not only offers lavish accommodations, but also boasts a rich history. The hotel has welcomed kings, queens, and Hollywood elite, but in 1943, the height of the Second World War, the lodging served a different purpose.
We are in the Rose Room, which is actually the room where FDR, Winston Churchill, and the Canadian Prime Minister Mackenzie King met to make plans for the end of World War II. And apparently, after they met here, there were plans for Normandy that were left behind that an employee of the chateau found and returned back to the military. But they met in this room.
I think they met twice in this room.
I think multiple times. 1943 and 1944. It's a cozy room. We are dining this evening at Le Sam Bistro, which is one of the restaurants in the chateau. And this particular spot in the restaurant was reserved for us by the chateau. So thank you so much for this beautiful view of the snow coming down outside. We also have some cocktails on the way, and we're going to be having some hearty food to warm us up after being out in the cold this afternoon. They have some unique cocktails here at the restaurant and at the bar, the 16, what is it?
Yeah, 1608.
1608
We
bar.
went there last night.
Mm-hmm.
So at the Chateau Frontenac, they have 2 specific bourbon made specifically for the hotel. They have a Woodford Reserve for the Chateau Frontenac, and they have a signature Maker's Mark for the Chateau Frontenac. Last night I had the signature Maker's Mark, and this cocktail that I got tonight is it's called the Toronto Banane, which means Toronto banana, which I don't know why you would pair Toronto with bananas. This has the Woodford Reserve in it, and it has a Brazilian banana liqueur and a French liqueur. It's kind of like an old fashioned, but it comes in this little coupe glass. The French liqueur is a mint liqueur, so I thought it was really strange, but I wanted to try it because it sounded interesting. So a lot of times, like bourbon or whiskey can have some like vanilla or banana overtones, so this kind of like goes onto that. I don't taste mint at all. I don't know how to describe it.
And then I got the Pondinis, not sure how you say it, cocktail, and it has gin, an apricot liqueur, something that's called Amai wine, lime, and the bitters that I discovered on our cruise, our Virgin Voyages cruise, the Peychaus bitters, which I like. So that's what I got. Mine also comes with a little maraschino cherry on the bottom. It's good. It's nice and like tart. I like tart drinks, very tart and lemony, but then you have the bitterness from the bitters. Good choice for me.
for dinner. I got some turkey and cranberries and potatoes and carrots because we didn't do Thanksgiving. So I decided that we needed to do Thanksgiving. And Aubrie got a steak that looks like it was cooked to pure perfection.
We both got the specials for the evening. So mine's a flat iron steak and Brian's is a turkey dish.
Looks good.
So we're gonna dig in.
So right outside the elevator from the restaurant that we just ate at, we went up to our floor and we discovered one of the heritage suites, which is a Celine Dion suite. And this room can be divided into 3 separate rooms, all encompassing 1,000 square feet. I believe that each one of these rooms has a fireplace in it, and on the walls is Celine Dion's personal photographer photos. And this is where she launched her international career.
There's a fireplace in the bedroom.
And I believe a lot of the decor was chosen by her, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's really neat. And that's not the only cool suite at this hotel.
Welcome to Chateau Frontenac Fun Facts with Aubrie. Fun fact number 1. The chateau has nearly 2,000 windows which provide views of Quebec City. The central tower of Chateau Frontenac is 80 meters or 260 feet high. The hotel's bricks were imported from Scotland, and they continue to be today if they need to do restoration on the chateau. The roof on the chateau is copper, and it has oxidized and turned green, and it takes about 20 years for the copper to do that. Speaking of the roof, the chef here has a private garden on the roof and not only grows plants up there, but also has bees,
which produces over 600 pounds of honey a year that they use not only in their dishes in the restaurants, but also in their cocktails.
They have 4 beehives, which house around 70,000 bees. And yes, they produce about up to 650 pounds of honey a year that is harvested twice a year. Leading into Le Champlain restaurant, there's a sculpture on the ceiling. The sculptor Marc Bouchard created the sculpture along the ceiling, and it is the St. Lawrence River. It traces out the same path as the river does through the country. Several people of note have stayed at this hotel. We've mentioned Celine Dion and showed you her suite area, but other people that have stayed here include Paul McCartney, Steven Spielberg, Leonardo DiCaprio, Angelina Jolie, Charlie Chaplin, Alfred Hitchcock, Jane Seymour, and a couple other people that I don't know who they are. Now, some of you who have been to Walt Disney World, who have been to Epcot, may recognize the chateau because it is actually what the Canada Pavilion is based off of at Epcot. Behind the chateau at Epcot, you have a waterfall, which is supposed to be the Chute Montmorency, which is the waterfall that we went to see in our 24 Hours Quebec City video that is about a 15-minute drive away from town. Thank you for joining me for Aubrie's Fun Facts. We are going to turn in for the night, get some sleep, and see what we can discover tomorrow, and let you know how our experience was. On the ground floor of the Chateau Frontenac, there is a museum full of artifacts that date back 200 years. There's old teapots, china, glass bottles.
I believe there's cannonballs down here too. This plate right here dates back to 1660. That's all that's left. Little fragments. Plate dates back all the way to 1690. It's a wonder that they could put it back together.
In the lobby of the hotel, there are several shops. They sell all kinds of things like clothing, and they have an artist in residence. She was out here painting earlier this evening.
It's the holidays right now, so there's a line of Christmas trees.
It's really pretty.
It is really pretty in here.
A unique gem we found in one of the shops at the chateau is that they have their own registered Scottish tartan. It was created in 2018 for the Frontenac's 125th anniversary. The Scottish Register of Tartan states that the blues represent the ever-changing colors of the St. Lawrence River, with the gold representing the dynasty of the hotel. The Frontenac is a Fairmont hotel, and if you have Fairmont Gold status, you have access to an exclusive check-in, personalized services, and the Fairmont Gold Lounge. This lounge has stunning views of the St. Lawrence River and offers a continental breakfast, afternoon canapés, self-service alcohol, and even little jars of the hotel's home-harvested honey.
So we are in our final moments at the Chateau Frontenac, and honestly, it's been an absolutely lovely experience. I highly recommend staying at this hotel. We've stayed at a lot of fancy hotels throughout the world, and what I love about this one is, number one, how humongous it is. You can really wander around and get lost. Number two, I love how much of the history they have on display. Just walking around, every piece of art on the wall is intentional. Every photograph on the wall is intentional. It's the history, or it's supporting the artists that they have in residence.
Almost like it's the most photographed hotel in the world.
Right? But yeah, I think that the word intentional is very prevalent in this hotel. Everything was chosen for a very specific reason, and it's all to reflect the St. Lawrence River and like what is around in nature locally in this area. So I really appreciate that. The amenities are fantastic. They're beautiful. They've really taken advantage of the views. I could definitely spend a lot of time just hanging out, relaxing here. It's a very relaxing hotel.
And it's a quiet hotel.
Yeah, it's very quiet.
There's a lot of visitors and people that are just walking through the lobby. Our bed was very,
Really
very
comfortable.
comfortable.
Yeah.
And the room was quiet too.
Yeah, and even just walking around the halls exploring, we didn't run into very many people. Yeah, just it was an excellent time. I'm really glad that we were able to stay here. The food was delicious, and again, very intentional, using local products, vegetables, and honey that are grown and made on property. So just really, really special hotel, I think. If you like what you saw, drop us a like, drop us a comment, hit that subscribe button, and come along with us on our journeys. We'll stay at more fancy hotels and let you know how they are. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one.